Let me go here with this good morning word. And I say good morning word because it's still very early in the morning. I am Pastor Sade Gilmore. Sometimes you have to allow them to win the fight so that you can win the battle. I'm going to speed it up. Sometimes you have to allow them to win the fight so you can win the battle. Come on, somebody. The Lord actually dropped these words in my spirit 2 days ago because I had just got through going through a 40-day storm that the Lord allowed me to go through. Matter of fact, He was the storm. Come on, somebody. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. And once it was complete, that's when the Lord put those words in my spirit and said, sometime you have to allow them to win the fight so you can win the battle. And I want to say a day later or a couple hours later, it wasn't too much further later, I was on TikTok scrolling and I saw this young lady video. She wasn't talking in it, but she had words to the video, on the video, and it was talking about how, I'm going to sum it up, I don't know her name, but she was using the Lord as an example. And to sum it up, what she was saying, sometimes what looks like defeat is really victory. She was saying how they basically thought they defeated Jesus, but on that third day, He rose again. So let's carry that word on, because I knew the Lord. Not only was He confirming what He had told me, but He stirred my spirit to want to talk about it, because I made a post about it, but I still wasn't satisfied. It's like I gotta talk about this because let's just go on in. As I stated on the post, the title, when I put the post out as my caption, as I stated on it, everything don't require your response. See, I want us to take a moment and think about, since it is close to Easter, religious folks, just hush. What if Jesus wouldn't have never allowed them to win the fight? Because it was definitely a fight. It was a fight in the flesh, but it was a fight against Him. It was a fight put up against Him. Because if it was never a fight, He wouldn't have went to the cross. So it was definitely a fight put up against Him. What if He never would have allowed them to win the fight in the flesh? Meaning He would have, oh no, responded. Whether because of ego, pride, flesh, period. No, y'all ain't finna do this to me. No, what if He would have fought back in the flesh? What if He never would allow them to win the fight? Where would you and I be today? Where would this world be today? Come on, somebody. See, when you know who your God is, when you know that you serve the true and living Almighty God, then, and I mean when you truly know that, not when you think you know that, but when you truly know that with unshakable faith who your God is, then you can tell yourself in any storm that you may have to face, the battle is already won. Oh, come on, somebody. You can tell yourself, you can look the enemy in the face and tell the devil it ain't gonna work. You can tell yourself, I'm going to make it through this because my God brought me to it. You can tell yourself, I ain't got to fight back in the flesh because I know where my victory lies. Because if I be a servant of the true Almighty God, then He has already won this battle. Because Satan, he defeated you a long time ago. Let's check the receipt. Let's check history. Come on, somebody. I'm going to say it again before I go. Sometimes you have to allow them to win the fights so you can win the battle. Let me just be a little transparent before I go and touch on my 40-day storm that the Lord literally just brought me out of. Monday. It ended Sunday. Last day was Sunday. But I had to complete actually Sunday. So Monday it ended. Was it rough? It was a storm, of course. Were there times I wanted to say something? Of course. Of course. But I knew this is only temporary. My victory doesn't lie in the flesh. So what point do I have to prove by responding back to what you're saying or doing against me in the flesh? I don't have to respond to this. You can have this fleshly fight. Come on. You can have this fleshly fight. Because see, I know my victory lies in the spirit. So I got to go higher than where you're at and get my victory. I don't have to come to your level because I'm higher than that. I don't have to come back down there. So what you talk about me, I don't have to come down to your level. So what you try to shame me, I don't have to come down to your level. So what you try to pump me, I don't have to come down to your level. You can have this fight that you putting up against me. Because see, you just standing at the edge of the water because you just trying to win a right now moment. Come on, somebody. You just want a right now moment win. Me, I'm trying to get the whole battle won. I'm trying to put an end to the whole thing. You just want to win for right now. You just want to look good for right now. Me, I don't care how I look. I just want the battle won. Come on, somebody. And when you know without a shadow of doubt that you are a servant of the true Almighty God, then you will know that the battle is already won. Not because of you being some great one, but because of Him. Which means you don't have to respond. Hello, somebody. I'm going to say it again before I go. Sometimes you have to allow them to win the fight. That doesn't mean you don't fight back in the spirit. That means the fleshly fight they trying to put up against you, Jesus, let them have that mess. Y'all can have that. I'm going deeper. I'm going higher. I'm thinking bigger. What was that sound that was going around on TikTok not too long ago? You got to think big. Y'all know that sound I'm talking about. Yet some of y'all think too small. That's why y'all respond to anything. Stop being so quick to respond to foolishness. Ask the Lord to help you with that. I used to be like one of those. It was a time I cared how I looked to people because I used to be so prideful. That's why I had to pay in the test of humiliation. Because I used to walk around very prideful before the Lord. I thank God He broke me down from that. I thank God He delivered me from that. Because it helped me to keep my mouth closed and obey the Lord when He told me to. Like when I was going through that 40-day storm, the Lord told me, keep your mouth closed till I bring you until you leave from out of this place. That's exactly how He told me. Keep your mouth closed till you leave from out of this place. Don't say nothing. Don't respond. So, of course, my obedience was tested. It was greatly tested. Exactly. Especially I ain't gonna lie to you, especially on those last 2 days. My obedience was tested. But I would have been a fool to let my victory go. Come on, somebody. He had brought me too far to give up now. I am Pastor Sade Gilmore.